Okay, what I wanted to talk about today is moving forward through our great awakening when everything's flying at you, right? There's so much to navigate right now, so much to navigate. Take a deep breath, come into your presence while everything is spinning around. There's so much to navigate. It feels like things are just flying at you, right? There's so much information flying at you from the outside world. There's so much information flying at you from the inside world. There's this sense of being somewhat, with all of the retrogrades and the intensity of the energy, there's a sense almost of unable to move forward, kind of a sense of spinning in place, but also this like desire, this call for acceleration. So how do you navigate when everything's coming at you, right? It feels like it's coming at you. And there's two analogies used here. And the vision this morning was of dodging bullets, right? Everything's coming really fast. You're dodging left, dodging right, feeling like you're dodging bullets, right? That is not a sustainable practice. You can only dodge bullets for so long, and it's either going to hit you or you're going to become exhausted, or both. So instead of dodging bullets all over the place, what was shown today is to just lay down. Lay down. So if you use this in an actual analogy, the bullets are flying up and you lay down. You're beneath the level of where the bullets can penetrate. And what does that do? First of all, you're laying on the earth, so you're grounded, right? You're finding the earth and you're grounded. Anytime you lay down on this earth, she comes in to ground you, to anchor you. And the other thing is you're then observing, right? You're looking up and you're observing. You're watching everything zing, 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 zing going by, but you're no longer in the line of fire, even though it's moving through you, above you, but you're not in the line of fire, right? You're not getting knocked down. So the analogy was to lay down and let the dodging of bullets, like it's the surrender at another level. And it isn't a complacent kind of surrender, like checking out. It's checking in, right? We check out from all the stimulation, everything that's flying at us, dodging bullets, and you move inward, right? You surrender into the inner wisdom and the inner knowledge. You lay down beneath the trajectory of the bullets so you can observe everything that's happening, be connected to the earth, be connected to the heavens, in the observing and in the receiving of the information that is wanting to come. Sometimes your best course of action when everything's flying at you is to pause, is to surrender, is to ask for clarity, and is to hand it over in a lot of ways for the logistics to get handled. Spirit, source, creator, God is here working with you, working through you to help create your greatest effect and your greatest results. But when you're dodging bullets, you're not in the space of receiving. You're on the offensive, right? You're going in. You're going in and too much is coming, right? So sometimes you just surrender, you lay down, you let it all happen. You observe, gives you the space to get really intentional about what it is you actually want. Even if you're not 100% clear, you'll become clearer by observing that which is coming naturally. And picking the pieces, oh, that one's for me, I'll take that. Oh, that one I have some sovereignty, that matches the sovereignty that I have, I can move forward with that. So sometimes you just have to lay down into the surrender in full presence. And the second analogy that came was playing a lot with the energy of buffalo. And someone had brought to my attention that at buffalo energy, what buffalo does is when there's a storm brewing, right? They don't run away from it because they know that it will catch up to them and it will prolong the amount of time and the intensity of which they need to live within the storm. And what they do is they gather as a herd, as a tribe, as a community. They gather and they run right into the center of the storm that's coming because they know the sooner they get there, the sooner they get through the other side. And with this analogy, after the storm, wow, maybe there's some things to clean up and everything's fresh. It feels reorganized and it's a fresh new start. So the second analogy gives us the running towards the storm, almost with a frequency that is not dodging the bullets, but really running right into the center of the freaking storm. And when they run into the center of the storm, it's also brought to my attention that they do it together, right? They run to the storm because they know it's the quickest, most least resistant way to navigate to the other side. And they do it together in case one of them should fall. They're there to pick them up and to carry them through. Maybe they get carried to the eye of the storm to catch their breath and re-up their resources and, reconfine or redefine, like make their plan. And then they can keep running through to the other side when it's complete. So 2 analogies for you to play with during this very intensive, very heightened experience of activating. There's such an activation frequency right now. Like we are in the birth canal. We're not just in the canal. We're not just awaiting birth. Like the head has crowned, right? And there is no pushing the baby back once the head is crowned. And here we are as the collective in our awakening. We have crowned. We're in the process of our birth. The earth itself is holding the frequency of 5th dimensionality now. It's holding it. And now we're allowing for the rest to catch up to it. So we're through the canal. We are at the crowning place. We are ready for birth. You do not have to dodge bullets. Sometimes, think about it, in birth, sometimes it's active. There's contractions. You're running into the storm. And sometimes there's a pause and a space where you can lay down, let all of it rush or run over you. Glean what is yours, to gather the information, to rise back up and get moving forward when the intensity has calmed a bit. So just wanted to drop some wisdom here with you this day. I want you to know that you are not alone, that we collectively as a humanity have agreed from a soul's perspective to this significant journey. And because you are an infinite creator and you're here to usher in a new earth, you are divinely and exponentially supported by means and sources and forces that you cannot even begin to imagine. So you are here in service. And you are here to usher in a new earth, both internally and externally. It affects you on the micro level, which has huge effect on the macro level. It's important to know you're not alone. There are tools to help you. And the key right now is, like, you cannot push the baby back once it's crowned. You cannot. There's a tipping point, and we are at the tipping point. New birth, new earth, it is now. And although it can feel very intense, you are not alone. You do not need to dodge the bullets. You can run right into the storm and know that you are picked up by your brothers and your sisters, by your higher self, your soul's wisdom. And you can rest, you can surrender over that which seems to be beyond your control, because it's all beyond your control. Know that you are loved. Know that you are source, and know that you have created such a significant change in this planet at large that you have supported the ushering in of the new frequency. We're not all the way through yet, but we are so close. Do not give up. Utilize your tools. Always lead with love. Know you're not alone, and know that it shall all be worth it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a blessed day.